everybody, and thank you for joining me on this Thursday. I'm so happy to be back in the office. Some of you might know that I've been out for a little bit. My mom was in the hospital, but I am here now, and all systems are go. And of course, right when we get started, my daughter starts calling me on the phone. She's going to have to wait. Anyway, thank you for joining in, and I want to talk with you a little bit about the format of the show and what's changing. I've decided with all the social media algorithm changes, everything that's going on, things that I've learned at Social Media Marketing World, I'm totally re-looking at all of my social media and what I'm doing. Thank you, Therese. I really appreciate that. And good to have you here. And now I know you can hear me because you responded. So I'm changing up everything with social. And as I learn how my changes are affecting things, then I'll let you know that as well. But the very first thing I wanted to start doing is looking at all my live broadcasts, because live is where it's at. We all know that. We've heard that over and over again. And so I'm switching this show up, and this is what I'm doing. I have a podcast every week that goes out, and those are long. They're somewhere around 45 minutes by the time we get through everything, and I really get a lot of really solid and good content from whoever I'm interviewing. If I'm behind the mic solo, those are usually a little shorter, somewhere under 30 minutes. Hey, Anita. So I've decided that what I want to do for this show, because I know not all of you are listening to my podcasts, although I think you should be, because there's great information there. Listen when you can. Gift Biz Unwrapped. God, I'm so uncoordinated when I do this because it's just so hard. There you go. Gift Biz Unwrapped. But what I'm going to start doing with this show is I'm going to take one specific business tip that was discussed from the podcast and dive deeper into it. I'm going to keep these shorter, 15, 20 minutes maybe if I can, and really just talk about this one business topic, okay, in a deeper dive. But first off, I decided that I also want to brand this show. And I'm telling you all of this because if any of you are thinking of starting a Facebook Live show, this could be a good example. The reason I just don't want to continue going as I have for the past, year or so, and just say, hey, I'm going to be showing up live, is I want it to be a little bit more structured so that then I can promote it. I can say, hey, you guys, are you watching my show, right? And here's what the name of it is, right? Michelle is taxiing to the airport back to the USA. Thank you, Michelle. We want you back home. Big hug to you. So I've been struggling. I'm talking about, what am I going to name this show? And I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to name it. I've asked a bunch of people. I've only gotten a few suggestions. And so far, the best one comes from Lori. So I want to know what you guys think of what I'm thinking the name of the show will be, or any revisions. And this is just it's not the most important thing, of course, but I'm going to tell you what I think I'm going to name it, and you tell me what you think. And then I'll tell you a funny story. So what do you think of this name, you guys? Let's get busy. What do you think of that name for the show? At first, I wanted to call it Getting Busy, which was Lori's idea, Getting Busy with Sue, but both my husband and my son said that sounded a little pornographic. I'm like, whoa, what? You guys have dirty minds. So now I'm thinking it's let's get busy. Tell me what you think, if that sounds good, because it's business, right? Let's get busy. You like it? You like it, Therese? Okay. So that's what I think. But if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. If not, I've decided by tomorrow, I'm naming it. It's over. It's done. I'm not going to get stuck and spend a ton of time trying to figure it out. So right now, I think that's going to be the name, unless you guys can think of anything else. Okay. So now let's just try this out for style. Let's get busy. Okay. So the person who I interviewed this week, some of you probably have watched it. Maybe some of you haven't. Hey, Sean. Okay. Sean's company is All the Buzz. So Biz kind of just is right in line with you, right? I like the buzz vibe. Did I say buzzy or busy? Let's get buzzy. Busy. Busy. It's got to be busy because it's about business. Anyway, let's talk about Jody Pavey, who's the person that I interviewed on the show this week. She has a yarn company and left her corporate job. I think she was laid off. I kind of forget what. And then she comes back and her husband was all supportive about, you love knitting. Why don't you do something along that vein? So lucky for her, right? That she had such a supportive husband. And so she did. That's what she did is started knitting, selling her shawls, all her women's accessories. Now she does some really cool additional things. She does plant covers, around like a terracotta base, things like that. If you haven't seen her Instagram account, it's really beautiful. And that's actually why I reached out to her, because she does her social media so well that I reached out to her for that. So if you are interested in looking at her Instagram account, it's J Pavey Designs. Here, I'll write it down. I keep forgetting that I can write, you guys. J Pavey Designs. But this isn't the topic. I'm going to tell you the topic in a second. Okay, so J Pavey Designs is her Instagram account. Okay, come on. My comment is delayed. Anyway, when it comes up, I'll show it to you. Okay, well, you can just see it in the comment section. I don't have to show it up on the screen. Anyway, her Instagram account is so clean and crisp and beautiful that's what attracted me to her. I've been following her and watching her for a while. And I finally reached out and I said, I'd like to know more of your story. Would you be willing to be on the show? And of course she said yes. And then I got to hang out with her at Social Media Marketing World. So that was really fun. But she does this really good, her Instagram account. But the big topic that I want to talk with you guys all about is another thing that she did with her company. Okay. So she's out selling her yarn, right? Like her shawls and all of that. And she's extended her business into other money-making avenues that all spin off the core of her love of knitting. Okay. What she does now is, number one, she has made designs. So now she's starting to sell her designs, right? But even before that, she started teaching. So and this kind of happened really quickly. If you listen to the podcast, you're going to hear it. But she started teaching how to knit in addition to just knitting and supplying her product. And now she's also doing designs. And I think she's even thinking about maybe starting YouTube videos, which will drive people back to her classes and her designs and all of that. And I continue to see successful and growing businesses do this type of extension. And that's what I wanted to share with you. You want to stick with your core business, what your core is. Like what Jody shouldn't be doing is knitting and then making candles and then doing all these things that don't link together. But with knitting, these are natural extensions. And the reason that this is so good is that somebody who enters in and gets to know her because they bought a scarf might say, oh, knitting, I never thought of that. That might be really fun to do. And then if they're local, they might attend her class. Or maybe they know how to knit and they say, this is so beautiful. I'm going to get one of her designs and see if I can do it myself. So for her, all three avenues of her business can merge together so she can capture more people through these three different avenues and share the services for that one customer. So that one customer might partake in what she offers. Oh, hi, Natalie, in three different venues. See what I mean? So I want you guys to think about that as this applies to your business. Another example, a lot of you were watching me when I was at Creativation in January, and I had Karen on the show with her new Bovie. And I think you guys, many of you actually purchased it. Let me back up with her story, okay? she started making hair bows. So a lot of, just a base way a lot of people will start in a business, hair bows, okay? Whether it's hair bows or candles or jewelry, whatever it is. You make a product and you sell it out to your local boutique shops, possibly on an Etsy shop, Amazon, whatever it is, right? Then it started expanding, and there was no way she could make all of her bows. She had the designs, but she couldn't make all of her bows. Okay. So she thought, I want my designs to be exactly the same because it's representing my name, my brand. So she thought, I'm going to make templates so that the people that I have working for me will make these bows with the size loops that I want, so that all the loops are consistent, because let's face it, not everybody has the creative hand making skill that all of us might, because we're creators, right? So she made these templates, and then she said, I'm going to sell these templates. It doesn't have to be just for people who are making bows for me. I can reach out to the world and they can make more extravagant bows by using my templates, right? So now here's another revenue stream. Okay, she didn't stop at that. She had this vision about this Bovie. And for those of you who don't know what it is, I don't have one sitting right here, but it's this tool now that will cut in a V. You know how ribbons, like in the end, are cut in a V like this, and heat seal at the same time. Okay, so then she has this idea for this product. Cut to the chase, because that's not the point of this live, right? But cut to the chase. Now she has this other product. Again, 3 streams of revenue that all stay with her core business. Okay, that's a big part, stays with her core business, but she can share customers across the streams, right? People might buy her templates and then, oh my gosh, they need a Bovie because they need to be able to seal the ends. Get it? Okay, so for you guys, I know a bunch of you here are in gift baskets, okay? So extensions for you could be, I don't know, around the holidays, maybe you do a class and you teach people how to make gift baskets. You have all the products, right, already. So you're buying wholesale, you've got the products. Let people come in and learn how to make a gift basket. I know what you're saying. I know you're like, wait, Sue, why would I do that and share my secrets with other people? They won't be my customer anymore. They're going to just make them themselves. Are you guys saying that? Are you thinking that? It's natural to consider that that could happen, but really what happens is they'll come in, learn that there really is technique to making baskets, and it's not as easy as it looks when you do it right. And they'll make their first basket and they might take it home, and maybe they'll make 2 or 3 afterwards. But they can't get product wholesale like you. They don't have all the selections of the shred and the cello wrap and learning how to make that bow, right? All of that. They don't have that. So more than likely, over time, you'll have shown them something. You'll have taught them something that is relevant to what you know and do best, and possibly and most likely will gain new customers, because eventually they're not going to want to do it for themselves. Okay, so that's just one example within the gift basket industry. And you guys can share within each other, within yourselves, even on this thread or over in the Gift Biz Breeze group, other ideas of extensions of how multiple revenue channels that still link with your can help you grow your business. Okay, so that's the point that I really wanted to drive home today. Jody talks about it on the podcast this week, so I'd love for you to go over and listen. She talks about a lot of other really, really great things too, but I'm going to be true to the new Facebook Live that we're here doing. Let's get busy, and only bringing up one topic that I want you guys to consider. So any comments here? I'll stick around for a second in the chat, but this is what I want you to muddle over a little bit. What else could you do for your business? And maybe I'm just going to bring up one other idea for the gift basket designs. Maybe you do classes like that for all the different holidays. So someone who's come for a Christmas basket might come back for an Easter basket, and they're going to bring their friends with them, might come back for I don't know, all different types of things, right? For baskets, birthday baskets, I don't know what. But you guys let your creativity flow. But again, the whole point is multiple revenue streams that merge back into the core of what you offer. All right, you guys, I think that's it for today. I'm not seeing any more comments. If you're joining me later, if you're watching this on replay, which I totally understand so many of you need to do, put in the comments any thoughts that you have, either on the title of this show or thoughts about different extensions that you could do for your business. Because I go back and I look at these comments about 10 hours later, maybe a little bit later tonight. I'll come back and look, and I'd love to be able to engage with you too, even if you're not watching this live. Okay, everybody, have a great Thursday. Again, thank you so much for the well wishes that many of you gave me on my mom. She's doing great. So all systems are back. Go here in the office. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.